So PosterLab, our main goal is to help organizations that are working together in R&D to structure and scale up their collaboration, so that in the end there is a higher chance of success, especially for the collaboration to be successful. So this is the platform. So I'm going to log in. And I will explain you. So here you can see organization X. So it can be your organization. It can be, when you say your organization, could be, let's say, your corporation. It can be your organization, or it can be a university, a research group, a cluster that is involved in one way or another into several R&D or innovation projects with other parties. Let me give you a little bit of a tour. So the first thing that I'm going to focus on is your ecosystem of innovation partners. So, like, as you know, this is a fundamental part of, it's a fundamental asset of your organization, especially if you're a research-driven organization, is to have a grasp of your innovation partners. Who are they? What do they know? What kind of capabilities can we leverage from them? The know-how, for example. What kind of projects are we doing now? What did we do with them? And at which stage are we in our collaboration? So here you can see, for example, for this organization X, again, can be your organization, an overview of all your ecosystem of innovation partners. And you can see here, all of these partners are being tagged, and the tag is basically their capability of know-how. Why it's important? Because if I look for a specific know-how, if I search for a specific know-how, I can easily find out if there was a collaboration we worked with in the past, or that is actually inside our ecosystem of partners that I can leverage or reach out to. You can even know, let's say, what kind of collaboration has been done so far. So, for example, with this specific partners, we already are working on a project with them, which is about EV battery. Why is it important? Because if I click on the tab itself, I can actually see with who has been involved, let's say, from our company, as well as the people that have been invited from the external organization partners to work with me. So I can see the organizations that have been working together, and I can go directly, for example, after Anu and say, okay, Anu, I've seen you've been working with this company. Actually, I found that their capability could be interesting for my project. Can you tell me more about them before I start to discuss with them and to evaluate further partnership? So that's the first thing. That's the first pillar. Mapping your ecosystem of innovation partners, know what do they know, and see where you stand. It's already a huge, let's say, improvement in the way you are going to innovate. And the other things, so there's the other pillar in the platform is I'm going into this space at home here, and you can see My Workspaces. My Workspaces could be the division I'm belonging to, could be the department I'm belonging to, could be the research group I'm belonging to, or could be in corporate innovation department, could be, for example, the themes we are actually actively working on. So, for example, you see 3 themes. So I'm going to go into the circular economy one. And into the circular economy one, this is a space up here. And I can actually see, when I click here, I can see the different people that have been invited to this space. So I can control also as well, let's say, who can access to what, and who can do what into the specific workspace. Because by definition, we're talking about collaboration. You have been invited people from outside the organization, and you can provide them with different kind of role, guests, viewer, members, and managers. So I'm going back here. So here I have all the projects that are within this space. And what I'm going to start with is maybe I want to have an overview of the different partnerships we have and at which stage we are. So for those of you, it may remind you the stage gate approach. So innovation stage gate, you see ideation phase, steering committee phase, feasibility, proof of concept, launch. And you can see that the partnership are distributed around this innovation funnel at different stages. So this is also giving you an overview of where you stand into the different partnership you have into the circular economy. And you can already say, for example, okay, I only have 3. This is not enough because we need to have much more partnership in circular economy to deliver on our goals, for example. And then I'm going to go into one specific project. Let's say PlusPack, for example. I want to know what is cooking within PlusPack. So here I'm going to go in this overview, which is specific about PlusPack. And here I can see what is the job to be done. So again, Kanban style, to do, in progress, review, and done. And I can see there is several action on the progress, but mainly if I delete this task, was the test I was doing, it's mainly a project that is a launch phase. A lot of things have been done. Testing IDs has been done, prototyping, business case has been done, technical feasibility has been assessed. The legal track is good, and the health of the partnership is also being assessed. So here again, if let's say I have innovation manager, the directors of R&D, director of innovation, your collaboration counterparts, all the people that are involved in this project that I would like to know what is going on with this project can easily see what is going on, especially if they have been invited to this board, like I mentioned, so they can see where we are. Now, what I'm going to show you is, which is fundamental in any corporation, is good to know where you are, but it's even better to know how you can structure and scale your collaboration in a systematic manner. So for that specific purpose, what we did is that we created different tabs here. And you can see there's a library of tabs that are specific for different stages of the life cycle of your collaboration. So for example, we were talking about the legal track. So here for any collaboration already, you have a legal track. And to make it easy, you can select this track, and then you know exactly what are the legal documents that you should take care of, sign, exchange, review with your partners. So it makes the job, let's say, super easy on the legal track, instead of asking around with which documents are we starting with, how to write it, who can help you to do it, who should sign it, where should I store it, who should have access to it. Let's say you see this information directly into the projects that you are belonging to, that you have been invited to work with. You can see if you're starting this project, you know that you have to start with the MOU and then an NDA and then IP agreement and so on. And you can invite the people like I mentioned before. So it makes the job super easy, and we have different tabs, again, depending on what aspect of the collaboration you are working on. For example, testing IDs, again, testing IDs is not easy. Several organizations usually have several point of view of how to test hypothesis or to test ID here. If you select this tab, that is again in the library, you have a predefined proposed track. Track can be customized or can be, let's say, imposed by default by, let's say, the management. And you have the same for business cases, technical feasibility on, so that every time a new collaboration is being started, the same workflows can be followed, and the people can be invited to work at the CAD level on each of this track. The other important things is here, if I go into the people, I can see all the people that have been invited at one point in time in any of the projects that are listed here into this space. It is my colleague, and it is as well any other external parties, academia, startups, corporations that we are working with, or that we are working with, that we have invited into any of this project. And what is great is that actually, if I am, again, a new person, or if I'm looking for specific skills, I can look for the person and I can see, okay, so let's see, Gregory is obviously here. So he has been involved in some project. He is from an external organization. He's a researcher. These are the skills, topics, and keywords he's familiar with. And I can even see the kind of document he has shared within any of this project he has been involved with the, let's say, the partnering teams. And I can even, let's say, access the documents here. So I can see the document, in that case, it's a scientific poster. And I can even ask, let's say, for information about these documents. If, for example, I'm joining this specific partnership, or I would like to know more because this is a topic interesting for my own partnership. And the author is going to be notified. You can see the author here and the documents here. The other interesting aspect about the gallery is that you can, we worked on trying to find a ways to map knowledge on a systematical basis. So if I take, for example, this document, let's see if it works. I take a document, I put the title of the document, so research, for example. I continue, I assign, let's say, the users on the workspace that are assigned to these documents, so the different authors. And then I'm going to automatically generate information about this document via machine learning. Why we do this? Because we want to make it systematically, we want to make the capture of knowledge systematic across the board so that it's super easy to find, to map, find, and exchange information in between the different collaboration, and also for the for the organization that is, let's say, owning this space. So you see automatically everything is tagged and mapped, and then I can automatically upload this document into the gallery and view the document so that, again, this document is being seen into the gallery and everybody can access it. Final aspect, dashboard, which is more, let's say, for the manager level. I can see, let's say, the numbers of partnerships that I have. I can see what kind of project we are being doing, at which stage of the project we are, what needs to be done. There are several dashboards that you can use to track your partnership right where you are, to make, let's say, the reporting of partnership in R&D, usually to the steering committee or to the board, much more easier. Usually you do this in Excel, which is not scalable at all. So here, everybody also can have access to this once they have been given the rights. So that's it about the presentation for today.